The number of cyber attacks is on the rise, and with that, the need for qualified cybersecurity professionals. A career in cybersecurity can be very rewarding, but it also comes with a lot of responsibility. Here are some things to keep in mind if you are considering a career in cybersecurity. First, it is important to understand that cybersecurity is a constantly evolving field. As new technology is developed, new ways for hackers to exploit it are also developed. This means that cybersecurity professionals need to be constantly learning in order to stay ahead of the curve. Second, cybersecurity is a highly technical field. In order to be successful, you need to have strong technical skills. If you are not comfortable working with computers and networks, a career in cybersecurity may not be a good fit for you. If you are considering a career in cybersecurity, these are a few things to keep in mind. Cybersecurity is a constantly evolving field, and it's important to be comfortable working with computers and networks. With that said, it can be a very rewarding career. The text of this video is created by copylime.com. You can find the link in the description. The reality of working in cybersecurity. Working in cybersecurity can be a demanding and stressful job. There is a constant threat of attack from cyber criminals, and the stakes are high. A successful attack can result in the loss of sensitive data, financial damage, and even loss of life. Working in cybersecurity requires a strong technical skill set, as well as a deep understanding of security protocols and procedures. Cybersecurity experts must be able to think like a hacker in order to stay one step ahead of the enemy. They must also be able to work quickly and efficiently in order to respond to attacks in real time. The job can be both mentally and physically demanding, as cybersecurity experts often have to work long hours in front of a computer screen. They must be able to maintain focus and concentration, even under pressure. Working in cybersecurity can be a very rewarding experience. It is a chance to use your skills and knowledge to protect businesses and individuals from the ever-present threat of cybercrime. It is also a chance to work with a team of like-minded individuals who are all dedicated to keeping the internet safe. The good, the bad, and the ugly of cybersecurity. Working in cybersecurity can be incredibly rewarding, but it can also be frustrating and even dangerous. Like any job, there are good aspects and bad aspects to working in cybersecurity. Here, we will take a look at some of the good, the bad, and the ugly of working in this field. The good. There are many good things about working in cybersecurity. Perhaps the most obvious is the salary. Cybersecurity professionals are often very well paid, especially if they have specialized skills or experience. This is because businesses and organizations are willing to invest a lot of money in order to protect their data and systems from attack. Another good thing about working in cybersecurity is the challenge. This is a field where there is always something new to learn and new threats to defend against. For people who enjoy a challenge and are always looking to improve their skills, this can be a very rewarding career. The bad. Of course, there are also some negative aspects to working in cybersecurity. One of the biggest is the stress. This is a high-pressure job where any mistake can have serious consequences. As a result, many cybersecurity professionals find themselves working long hours and dealing with a lot of stress. Another downside to working in cybersecurity is the isolation. Because it is such a specialized field, it can be difficult to find others who understand what you do on a day-to-day basis. This can make it difficult to form lasting relationships and can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. The ugly. Finally, there are some ugly realities of working in cybersecurity. One of the most dangerous is the threat of physical violence. Cyber criminals have been known to target individual workers with threats and even acts of violence. This is something that all cybersecurity professionals need to be aware of and take steps to protect themselves against. Another ugly reality of working in cybersecurity is the psychological toll it can take. Dealing with constant stress and the knowledge that any mistake can have serious consequences can take a toll on your mental health. If you work in cybersecurity, it is important to make sure that you take care of yourself both physically and mentally. The pros and cons of working in cybersecurity. The cybersecurity field is one of the fastest growing and most important industries in the world. As the threat of cyber attacks grows, so does the need for qualified cybersecurity professionals. There are many pros and cons to working in cybersecurity, and it's important to weigh them carefully before making a decision to enter the field. One of the biggest pros of working in cybersecurity is the salary. Cybersecurity professionals are some of the highest paid workers in the world. With the skills shortage in the field, companies are willing to pay top dollar for qualified workers. This can be a great incentive for people looking to enter the field. Another pro of working in cybersecurity is the job security. Cybersecurity is a field that will continue to grow in importance as the world becomes more reliant on technology. As long as there are cyber threats, there will be a need for cybersecurity professionals. This can provide peace of mind for workers in the field. There are also some cons to working in cybersecurity. One of the biggest is the stress. Cybersecurity is a high-pressure field where one mistake can have disastrous consequences. This can take a toll on workers, both mentally and physically. Another con of working in cybersecurity is the long hours. Many cybersecurity professionals work long hours, including weekends and holidays. This can make it difficult to maintain a work-life balance. Ultimately, the decision to enter the cybersecurity field should be made carefully. There are many pros and cons to consider, but for those who are up for the challenge, cybersecurity can be a rewarding and satisfying career. What you need to know about working in cybersecurity. In order to work in cybersecurity, you need to have a strong understanding of computer science and networking. You also need to be able to think like a hacker in order to identify and fix security vulnerabilities. Most cybersecurity jobs are in the private sector, working for companies that develop and sell security products. However, there are also jobs in the public sector, working for government agencies or non-profit organizations. There is a growing demand for cybersecurity professionals due to the increasing use of technology and the growth of cyber attacks. With the right skills, you can find a well-paying job in this field. However, working in cybersecurity can be challenging. You need to be constantly learning new things and keeping up to date with the latest trends. You also need to be prepared to work long hours, as cybersecurity threats can happen at any time. If you are considering a career in cybersecurity, it is important to do your research and make sure you are prepared for the challenges. With the right attitude and skills, you can be successful in this exciting and growing field. The truth about working in cybersecurity. Many people view working in cybersecurity as a glamorous job. They see it as a job where you get to work with the latest and greatest technology to protect important information. However, the reality of working in cybersecurity is often quite different. Working in cybersecurity can be a thankless job. You often work long hours for little pay and little recognition. The job can also be quite isolating, as you are often working alone or in a small team. You also have to deal with the constant threat of attack. This can be a mentally and emotionally challenging job. Despite the challenges, working in cybersecurity can be a very rewarding job. You get to help protect people and organizations from the ever-present threat of cybercrime. You also get to work with cutting-edge technology. If you are up for the challenge, working in cybersecurity can be a very rewarding career. The current state of the cybersecurity industry is not sustainable. The number of open positions continues to grow, while the talent pool remains static. This has led to long hours and high stress levels for those working in the field. The good news is that the industry is starting to recognize this problem and is taking steps to address it by supporting initiatives that increase the pipeline of qualified candidates and improve working conditions. The industry can ensure that it has the talent it needs to keep our digital world safe.